Hello my beautiful babes out there, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thank you so much for watching today. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my recent purchase from Lithium Cosmetics. I picked up some stuff during their Black Friday sale as well as their new collection. This is the Velvet Dust palette that they just came out with. I picked up some new gel liners. I picked up 3 of their lipsticks as well as 2 single blushes. So I'm going to show you guys everything, do some swatches, and also create a look for you guys. So if you're interested in seeing all that, then keep on watching. Alright lovelies, welcome back. I hope you like the background. I just switched out my makeup room, rearranged everything again, and I feel like this background looks so much better than what I had. I got some new lighting. I probably need to get a new mic and everything, but let me know in the comments below if you guys like the new background, if you're feeling the new setup. But anyways, before I get into this video, if you're new here and you like fashion, makeup, beauty, just all that fun stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family we got going on. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you are notified every time I post a video. Also, I do have an Instagram. I'll have that name pop up on the screen if you want to check me out there as well. I do like a lot of lifestyle posting and just fun things on there as well. So let's now get into the products. If you don't know about Lithium Cosmetics, they are a German indie brand. They make very high quality makeup. They're on the little pricier end, but their stuff is really good. They are known for their like palette builder on their website, where you can create your own palette with their singles that they have. You can rearrange it, you can see how the palette's gonna look, and I just think that's such a cool thing that they have on their website. And then sometimes they do releases where they create a palette for you and you buy it in a color story that they set up for you guys. So they ended up doing kind of a grungy but colorful eyeshadow palette right here. And this is called the Velvet Dust palette. Like I mentioned, this goes for $47. It has 12 shades in it. And like I said, it's a grungy, colorful, but also neutral shades in the mix. So you have like a good range of looks you could create with this palette. The shade names are not on here, and I believe that's because most of their palettes are customizable. So they leave these little holes back here so you can poke the shades out and just rearrange them as you like, or use their other shadows and create your own color stories. So I think that's why they don't print the names here, because then you're kind of stuck with them sitting in that position. Then in here it has a big mirror and it says, "Don't be afraid to color outside the lines." So cute. They also do sell these shades as singles, so if you don't want the whole palette, you don't like all the shades in here, you can pick up the singles. The mattes go for $6 each and the shimmers go for $7 each. But very beautiful. I thought I would just do some live swatches with you guys on camera, and then we'll get into the other products, and of course we're going to have fun and create a little look here. So the first shade here is called Limbo, like a champagne shade. Then the second shade is called Covet. Let's stop thinking about COVID. Right here we have this olive matte, which is called Runway. And do this. So first off, we have here is Limbo, such a beautiful champagne shade. Then we have Covet, which is a trichrome shade. Forgot to mention this palette has 2 trichromes, 1 duochrome. So there it is. It has like a red, pinky gold shift. It's kind of slight. Maybe there's an orange shift in it. It's not a super strong trichrome. And then here is Runway, which is that matte olive shade. Let me build that up a little bit more. I love these kind of shades. Okay, so the next shade right here is this inky blue, which is called Deceit. Then they have this mid-toned brown neutral shade, which is called Hollow. And then they have this tealy shade called Inertia, which is a matte. So let's start off with Deceit. With shades like this are usually really hard to swatch out, like these dark, like bluey purple shades. Then we have Hollow, which is that mid-tone brown. It's a really good like transition shade, at least for me. And then we have Inertia, which is that tealy matte. That matches my earrings pretty well. I'm swatching terrible right now. There we go. So let's get to the next one. So we have Esteem, which is like a mustardy, yellowy brown shade. Then we have Revolve, which is also a trichrome. It says it's purple, blue, red trichrome. And then we have this shade called Lithium, which is a taupey metallic. So we'll start here. Ooh, I love these kind of shades. It matches my shirt so well. I love mustardy. I love a good mustardy matte. There's that. Then we have Revolve, which is the second trichrome in the palette. Like I said, the trichromes and stuff, the shifts are really subtle. I can't see it too much. I do see there's like pink in there. And then we have Limbo. No, I'm sorry, not Limbo. Lithium, which is the taupey shimmer. We have these three last shades. So here is Cryptic. Then we have this mid-tone purple, which is called Undone. And then we have this reddish brown, which is called Corrosion. Okay, so this one is probably one of my favorite shades in the palette. This is a olive to gold shifty duochrome metallic. Then here's the mid-tone purple. And then here is Corrosion, that reddish brown shade. Let me build that up a little bit. All right, so here are all of these shades. They're beautiful. These are a nice, good range of shades. So many looks you can create with this. So that was all the swatches for this palette. Now let's get into the two liners that are new. They did also have two other ones, which was called, I think, Phase and Q. One was like a deep berry and one was a red. I'll pop a picture of that in the corner. I did not pick those ones up, but I did pick these two up. They are $15.50. These are their gel eyeliners. And the shades that I picked up was Hurt, which is like this mustardy shade. And it goes perfect with my shirt. You can see I have a theme going on. Probably can guess what color scheme I'm gonna end up doing. And then this one is called Threshold, which is a tealy green, which matches my earrings perfectly. And then let me swatch them out for you guys so you guys can see. All right, so here are the two liner shades. Isn't that beautiful? So a nice mustardy shade, a nice beautiful teal. They feel very creamy, and I've seen a lot of people rave about their gel liners, and they have a bunch of other colors. So if you don't like these colors, they have some like bright blue ones, some bright green ones, some yellowy shades. I mean, they have a lot of good options in their gel liner range. Okay, so the next things that I got was these three lipsticks right here. This is their Spy lipsticks. They're kind of satiny and creamy, but super pigmented. I picked up three shades from the range. They do have other ones, like other color options. This is not new, like this is not what their newest release. They've already had these, but like I said, they had their Black Friday sale going on, so I picked up some of these. These are $15.50 each. Here's what the component looks like. It's just like a plastic component that I'm already making dirty with my fingers. And then the shade I have, the first shade is called Rival, which is kind of like a nudie, warm, peachy shade. So that's what it looks like in the bullet. And then I'll swatch it out right here on my hand for you guys. So yeah, that's a beautiful, like, nudie, almost kind of pinky, like a nudie, pinky, beigey shade. It's not as warm as I thought it was. And then I picked up two kind of dark vampy shades. Right here is called Angsum. Angsum is how I think you pronounce it. It's like this chocolatey, cool toned shade, and you guys see just like how much pigment comes off of these. As always, my swatches are looking funky, but there is Angsum. It's a nice dark vampy brown shade, and they just go on so easily. And then the last one is Myth, which is like a reddy brown shade, and then I'll swatch that out here. They're just so creamy. Like if you guys see, they have like a little bit of a sheen to them, and they're just really pretty. I definitely want to pick up some more shades in that. So the last two products that I picked up were these two blushes right here. This is it right there. They're very unique shades, and that's why I ended up picking them up. But these are $14 each. I think these are called they're magnetic face powders. They have a bunch of different colors and very unique shades, like bright coral shades. They have like super orange, just a bunch of different stuff, something more nudie, more pinky. But of course I went with these because they're just so unique to my collection. This like yellowy blush and this like very lavender blush. They're really pretty, and I'm gonna swatch them out so you guys can see the shades. I don't know, they were just so unique and so different than anything that I have. They do feel nice and silky. They are on the powdery side, and I'll show you guys the two blushes I picked, which aren't traditional blushes, and I think that's why I was so attracted to these shades, because they brought something different to my collection. They do also have it where you can create your own face palette and like put 3 blushes in there, or you have other options such as like their bronzers or highlighters to put in there. They do have some pre-made face palettes that are like based for like different skin tones, like, you know, from light to light medium to darker skin tones, and you can also pick those up, and those are $37. I think it has like a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighting shade in it. That was all the products. So now let's get into the makeup look. So we're gonna get into this makeup look. I zoomed you guys in. I just have my base makeup on. I didn't put any kind of blush on because I'm gonna use one of the blushes, and we're gonna create an eye look, pick one of the lips to put on, and just have fun here. And I'm definitely going to incorporate these gel liners into the look. So the first shade that I want to use for sure is this mustardy shade. It just speaks to me and I love it very much. So I'm going to take this Nabla brush. This is the N305 brush from their new collection. This is the Ruby Light. I did prime my eyes with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Okay, so let's get in the crease. Ooh, wow. Do you guys see that? Instant pigmentation. I probably dipped way too much into the brush, but you guys can see just how pigmented these shades are, and they do blend out really easily from my experience. But look at that pigment. That's gorgeous. I just love these kind of shades. I love grungy looks. They're probably like my favorite type of shades to wear in my eyes, like olives and mustardy yellows. And this has a little bit more brown to it than a traditional like mustard shade. All right, so I'm gonna take this little smaller brush. This is the N205 brush from Nabla. And I want to play a little bit with this green shade called Runway. And these shades are a little bit on the powdery side, but I just wanna keep it a little lower. See how these blend with each other. It's a pretty shade. I love a nice, good olive green shade. Olive green is probably my favorite color to wear on my eyes, as well as clothing wise. That's going on really nicely, and it's blending really nicely into the mustard shade. I'm just keeping this a little lower because I want the mustard shade to show on the edge. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with the bigger blending brush and go back into Esteem, the mustard shade, and just make sure that it's still showing nice on the edge and blend everything. I think that is where I want to go with that. And I think I'm going to mimic that on the lower lash line now. I'm going to take this pencil brush from Nabla. This is the N303 brush. And I'm going to pick up Runway, the olive shade, and use that on the lower part. So I think that looks good on the lower lash line, but I think I want to go in with an even deeper shade and just make this a little deeper. So I'm going to take Corrosion right here and use this brush right here. This is the N304 brush from Nabla. And I'm going to use that on the outer corner just to deepen this look up just a little bit more. Let's see. just get a little bit more depth. I do like more darker looks. I'm experiencing just a little bit of fallout from that, but I like that. I think it helps deepen up the look. So I'm gonna go back in with this little brush and use Runway just to get some olive back into the look. I feel like we lost some of it. And then I'm gonna go in with the big fluffy brush I first used to steam and just make sure we have a good blend everywhere. So I'm gonna use that same brush right here that I was using, the corrosion shade. I'm gonna go on the tip and I'm gonna put a little bit on the outer corner, just mimicking the top here. And then I'm gonna take the big fluffy brush with a steam and just run that on the bottom part and just blend out the edges. But now I think this is where I want to keep it at, and we're going to put on some shimmers. I'm actually not going to lay down a glitter primer like I normally do. I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm going to go in with the taupey shade down here to kind of tone down the look, because we're going to, you know, use those fun gel liners. So I'm going to just get my finger and I'm just going to kind of spread that around. I want this look to just be more simple, not yet too precise. Just kind of like almost like a grungy, messy look, but still look put together. Does that make any sense to you guys? And that metallic is beautiful. I love these kind of taupey shades. Like if I'm gonna pick a neutral shimmer, I definitely like to go for a taupey shimmer. Ooh, I like that a lot. So for my inner corner, this is gonna bring some interest as well to the look. I'm gonna use this shade right here, which is called Cryptic, and I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. It's fun, it's different, using this pencil brush, and I'm going to add that just a little bit. That just adds a little extraness to the look, even though the gel liners are going to add that to it too. That's perfect. I think that was such a good idea to add that little bit of bright green as the inner corner highlight. So now I'm thinking we're going to do some liner now. And I'm going to use the Threshold eyeliner and create a wing with that. So I'm going to take the N102 brush from Nabla and go into Threshold and create a wing. This is my first time using gel liners. I've just never had them before, but I just think they're fun and I wanted to try them more. And I see people creating the best creative looks with gel liners. So let's just see how that goes. I'm not good at this, probably. Wow, that is so creamy. So I'm just gonna drag that, create that wing first. And now I'm gonna run that along. Oh crap. Of course, we'll fix that. Run that along here, creating a nice little wing line. That was really easy to do because this is so creamy and it just spreads and it's so opaque. You don't have to really layer to get like opacity. Wow, that was so pretty. Let me fix that little thing I got there. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is so cool. Okay, so I went and did the other wing off camera. The wings kind of got a little out of hand, but that just always happens to me for some reason. So I'm going to take this brush. This is from Alamar Cosmetics, and I'm going to use now Hurts, which is the mustardy shade on my waterline. I saw a lot of people say they're like really good for the waterline. So let's just work that down here. Ooh, it's going on really easily. I just love it. You don't need like a lot of product, and it's so creamy and so opaque. So let's do the other eye. Okay, I like that a lot. So easy to put on the waterline, like really easy. But I'm gonna go do some mascara and everything off camera, and we will then do some face products, pick a lippy, and then we'll be done here with the look. the eyes are done. I put on my mascara. I used the Nabla Major Pleasure mascara. So I thought I would do my blush on camera with you guys. I'm going to use the yellowy shade I mentioned. I think I forgot to mention the names in the beginning, but this is called Neophyte and the other lavender shade was called Hybrid. So I'm going to take this Luxie 522 brush. Ooh, whoa, this is super powdery. I had to kick some off. So you don't have to really dip very much into the pan, but there's so much product that comes off. Wow. Ooh, I like this. This is so different. It makes your cheeks look so warm. Warm, warm, warm. I like that. I think this is so different. Who knew a yellowy, mustardy kind of like blush would look so pretty? It gives like this warmthness to the look. I like this a lot. So I want to get some highlight on my face. I'm just gonna use this Fish Essence Formula highlighter in Champagne. It's one of their butter highlighters. I just want like a more goldeny shade. I thought that would look perfect on that mustardy shade. Now let's do something for the lips. Now I think I'm just going to use the shade Arrival just to keep it nude on the lips and keep the attention on the eyes, because the other two shades are pretty deep and vampy. So let me put on some lip liner. Okay, so the lips are lined as best as I could do it, and now I'm going to go on with the shade Arrival over that. Ooh, this is so creamy. It glides on like effortlessly. It's nice and pigmented. I like this shade. I think that was a beautiful shade. It's going with the look beautifully. So yes, this is the finished look. I think everything came out really beautiful. I love the eyes, the grunginess, and the pop of color with the liner. But let's now get into my final thoughts. So here it is. Here is my final thoughts on this, on all these products. I love every one of them. I am not disappointed by any product that I picked up. They're beautiful, they're stunning. I love this. The shadows were beautiful, blendable, the metallics are gorgeous, and the gel liners are probably the things that wowed me the most from what I picked up. They're so creamy, they're so pigmented. This shade worked beautifully on the waterline. It was so easy to create a wing. They're not drying, they don't get cracky, they're fully opaque, so you don't have to keep like layering on the liner to get full opacity. They're gorgeous, they're stunning, and I definitely think I need to get more colors in this. It was so easy to put it on, and for someone who's never used gel liners ever before, it was such an easy thing to do to create a wing, like even easier than using a liquid eyeliner. So I'm very, very impressed with those products. I do like the lip products. They're very satiny, they're very creamy, they're super opaque. This one on really nicely. I did try some of these off camera and they were just as nice, just as sheeny and creamy and pigmented. The blushes are beautiful. I love the shades that I picked up. They're very unique. They're on the powdery side, but they're really silky. They're super blendable, and I think this orangey yellowy shade is gorgeous on the cheeks. It just gave a warmth to my face and just went really well with the look, and I can't wait to play with this lavender shade as well. And of course, like I said, the palette was beautiful. I think it is super versatile. You create so many different looks with this. The matte formula is really good, as well as the shimmers. So I don't think you would be disappointed with any of these products. But that was everything, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below whether you've tried Litho, if you picked up anything, did you do any Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday shopping? I love hearing from all of y'all. And if you are new here and you enjoyed this video and you like fashion, makeup, beauty, and all that fun stuff, then hit that subscribe button and join this little family we got going on. And don't forget to check out the description below. I'll have all the products linked, the shades, everything that I picked up, as well as my Instagram handle, which I have come on the screen as well. I'm Reese Lifestyle on Instagram if you want to check me out. over there. I do post more like lifestyle, personal daily life things on there. I'd love to have you part of my Instagram fam as well. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up so I know you guys enjoyed this video. But that was everything, guys. I hope everyone is doing well wherever you are in the world, and just sending you love and light your way. But until next time, bye guys.